goes again, landing big shots, and Barossa just trying to survive.
Well, hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is the official weigh-in ahead of a huge night of championship boxing at British Boxing's spiritual home of York Hall. We'll be live from 7 o'clock on TNT Sports tomorrow night. The main event, the return of the unbeaten cruiserweight sensation Ellis Zorro, takes on Italy's Luca D'Ortenzi, and there's some very, very tasty scraps on the undercard. This is the weigh-in today. We've got a load of fighters over there anxiously waiting to get on the scales, and now we're going to weigh everyone in. Let's begin with a middleweight contest, 4 3-minute rounds. Let's first welcome to the scales, competing in his 20th professional contest from West Brom, Dwayne Cheeky Grant. $158.6 for Dwayne Cheeky Grant. And now let's welcome to the scales his opponent. Tomorrow evening he makes his professional debut after a decorated amateur career. Please welcome from Luton, Sam King. $161.1 for Sam King.
Make sure they go. Can you look at the cameras first, guys? Face off, guys. Thank you. All good, guys. Thank you.
All right, 4 rounds in the middleweight division tomorrow evening at York Hall. Our next contest is 8 rounds in the super bantamweight division. Let's please first welcome to the scales. He has a record of 11 wins, 3 defeats and 1 draw, with 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome from Tanzania, Adam Mbega. $122.2 for Adam Mbega. And now let's welcome to the scales. He has a record of 12 wins with only 1 defeat, with 7 wins coming by way of knockout. He's a former WBC International and Southern Area Super Bantamweight champion. Please welcome from Streatham, Chris Borg. $120.9 for Chris Borg. We'll get a face-off down the front here. Chris Borg, Adam Mbega.
Yeah, face off, guys. Thank you.
8 rounds in the super bantamweight division tomorrow evening, live on TNT Sports. Our next contest is a battle of undefeated super welterweights. Someone's O has got to go. Let's first welcome to the scales a former 2-time Haringey Box Cup winner. He has a record of 8 wins, no defeats and 1 draw. Please welcome from York, George G-Force Davey. $153.8 for George Davey. And now let's welcome to the scales his opponent. He is unbeaten with a record of 8 wins and no defeats, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome from Reading, Joshua Frankham. 154.3 for Joshua Frankham. We'll get a face-off now down the front. 2 unbeaten super welterweights putting it all on the line live on TNT Sports tomorrow evening from British boxing's spiritual home of York Hall.
Face the cameras first, guys.
Go on, Josh. Go on, Josh. Go on, boy. Get up, Josh. Stick your right and move.
Jango, this is
It's a collier, more. Collier.
face off, guys.
Smash in the face. Go on, Josh. Go on, Josh. Go on, smash in the face. He knows what he's getting, boy. Surf next week. Smash in the face.
Long way back north to get beat, boy. Don't worry about that.
Go on, Josh.
Collie, I will bust you. Promise you, I'm going to bust you.
In front, guys.
All right, 8 rounds in the super welterweight division tomorrow evening, live on TNT Sports. Joshua Frankham and George Davey, cracking scrap. We can't wait for that. All right, our next contest, 8 rounds again in the super welterweight division. Let's first welcome to the scales, competing in his 67th contest, joining us from Sofia, Bulgaria, Angel Emilov. Angel Emilov just about to make his way to the scales here. Takes on Carl Fowle. Remember, we are live on TNT Sports from 7 o'clock. And Angel Emilov weighs in at 159.9 for Angel Emilov. All right, now let's welcome to the scales. He's a former ABA champion, European silver medalist, unbeaten with a record of 9 wins and no defeats. From Northampton, the chosen one, Carl Fowle. 157.2 for Carl Fowle. Get a face-off now down the front. Carl Fowle representing the Peacock Gym. And Angel Emilov. All right, 8 rounds in the super welterweight division. The chosen one, Carl Fowle, returns tomorrow night on TNT Sports. Our next contest is 8 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Let's first welcome to the scales. He has a record of 8 wins, 3 defeats and 2 draws, with 5 wins coming by way of knockout. From Nataline, Ukraine, Dmitro Feidas. Dmitro Feidas about to join us on the stage. He takes on Karol Italma tomorrow evening live on TNT Sports. It'll be fight number 12 for Karol Italma, former Olympic youth gold medalist. And he is taking on Dmitro Feidas, who's just about to join us on the scales here. Light heavyweight contest. And just a reminder, we'll be live on TNT Sports from 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. Joining us very shortly on the stage, on the scales, will be Ellis Zorro. He is the headline event tomorrow night. He's an unbeaten cruiserweight, 16-0, and he'll be taking on Luca D'Ortenzi. Here's Dmitro Feidas. 179.7 for Dimitro Fadas. And now let's welcome to the scales. He has a record of 10 wins with only 1 defeat, with 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a former Olympic youth gold medalist from Chatham, Karol Itoma! 180.9 for Karol Itoma. All right, we'll get a face-off very shortly now between Karol Itoma and Dimitro Fadas. 8 rounds in the light heavyweight division tomorrow evening, live on TNT Sports from British boxing spiritual home of York Hall. We just get up on the stage, please, gents.
Face the cameras first, guys. Face the front first.
Well, they don't want to face the front.
We face the front now, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much, gents. Thank you.
All right, there we have it. 8 rounds in the light heavyweight division tomorrow evening. Karol Itoma and Dimitro Fadas. Our next contest is for the vacant Commonwealth Silver Featherweight Championship. Let's first welcome to the scales. He has a record of 18 wins with only 2 defeats and 1 draw, with 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the former English bantamweight champion from Salford, Mark Livewire Leach. Mark Leach about to take to the scales. $124.9 for Mark Leach. All right, and now let's welcome to the scales. He is unbeaten with a record of 8 wins and no defeats, with 5 wins coming by way of knockout. He's a former 5-time London champion. Please welcome from Islington, Masood Supermas Abdullah. $125.3 for Masood Abdullah. Both fighters make championship weight ahead of this vacant Commonwealth Silver Featherweight Championship bout tomorrow evening live on TNT Sports.
Face the cameras first, guys.
Masood Abdullah determined to put a top back on. I assume they're sponsors. There are no sponsors.
Face off, guys. Thank you.
All right, there we have it. Very intriguing scrap tomorrow evening. The vacant Commonwealth Silver Featherweight Championship will be on the line. Can we please get the WBO official up on the stage, please? I believe there is a WBO official around here somewhere who should be joining us. Thank you. All right, it's now time to weigh in. Hello. It's now time to weigh in our main event of the evening tomorrow night live on TNT Sports. The WBO European Cruiserweight Championship will be on the line, and let's first welcome the challenger. He has a record of 17 wins with only 3 defeats, with 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Joining us from Rome, he's the former IBF International Cruiserweight Champion. Please welcome Luca D'Ortenzi. Luca D'Ortenzi will be the challenger tomorrow evening in against Ellis Zorro. Ellis Zorro, of course, defending his WBO European Cruiserweight Championship. That will be the main event tomorrow evening, live on TNT Sports from York Hall. Let's have a look at Luca D'Ortenzi on the scales. £200 exactly for Luca D'Ortenzi. All right, now let's welcome to the scales. He is unbeaten with a record of 16 wins and no defeats, with 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Joining us from Lewisham, he is the reigning, defending, undefeated WBO European Cruiserweight Champion, Ellis Zorro! Just a reminder, this is your main event tomorrow evening, live on TNT Sports. We'll be on air from 7 o'clock. Ellis Zorro, Luca D'Ortenzi. $199.3 for Ellis Zorro. Both fighters make the championship weight.
Face front first, guys. Thank you. Face off, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Cheers.
There we have it, the WBO European Cruiserweight Championship on the line. Ellis Zorro, Luca D'Ortenzi. Stay with us on the stream. We're going to have a little walk over. We're going to have a chat to some of the fighters. And it's also Ellis Zorro's birthday, by the way. So wish him happy birthday if you see him. Stick with us. Birthday. Happy birthday. 31 today, right? And you've got to weigh in. I mean, when do you get to eat the cake? Come on.
Well, there won't be no cake, but I'm gonna have it.
Yeah.
On my behalf, but no, we're gonna go get some food now. Yeah.
Yeah. Luca D'Ortenzi, you've just shaped up with him. You've seen the whites of his eyes.
Yep.
What do you make of him?
Oh, he's breathing kind of heavy in there. Yeah. Like, I see his chest kind of in and out, back and forth. So, no, he's like my kind of height. I think shorter arms than me, but he's a proper cruiserweight. Yeah, so it should be a good matchup.
So the breathing in and out thing, Denzel, you laughed as well. What do you think? Do you think that means he's a bit nervous, or what?
Maybe, but it might not be for the fight. It might just be the occasion. He might not be used to, being in front of a crowd, waiting in front of a crowd and stuff, and like being on Queensbury and TNT Sports and stuff, they might be thinking it's a big moment, but he might be all right tomorrow night for the fight, do you know what I'm saying? But I think today he just looked a bit unsteady.
It's one of those, isn't it? Because not a lot of people have heard of this guy, Luca D'Ortenzi. But you overlook him, you're in trouble. You're on the up here, right? You've got that WBO European Cruiserweight title. It goes wrong, little banana skin here and there. It's a long way back.
Yeah, but I think, just to be honest, because of how I got into the boxing, coming from small hall shows like then the Boxer, then Dex Farmer, then Jose Byrne, every fight has been my most important fight. Yeah. So I don't look at myself any more than I did, to a certain degree, no different from when I started. I still have that up and coming mentality kind of thing. The underdog kind of mentality, yeah. So I'm not overlooking him at all.
How many times have you watched back his knockout over Jose Byrne?
A million times. And it's the same reaction every
All
time.
them views just mental.
Yeah, it's just me. Even when I think Queensbury posted it again the other day, I sent it, I was like, ooh, that was a shot.
It's a dirty one. Is it something that you look back on as sort of, well, I mean, is that the best moment of your career, or is it the winning the Boxer Championship?
I feel like
it's quite crazy in there.
Winning that, like, considering how the fight was going, it was nip and tuck, I was bleeding. I think I had myself down a little bit. And to carry my power that late into the fight and get rid of him the way I did, it was best knockout I've had.
Did you prove something to yourself that night?
I don't think I proved anything to myself. It's like, I knew I had the dog in me, Dev. I know you want to drop that bar. I know you was there.
Has he got the dog?
So I knew I had I knew I had the Emmy, but no, it's a new experience. Do you know what I mean? To come from behind, I've never came from behind like that. Even in the deck fight, it was hard, but I was ahead. I was winning the fight. That one, I came from behind, and I had to find a way to get the win. So yeah.
But Denzel, I want to bring you in here because you two used to train together, right? You're both in the Peacock at one point. What have you seen from Ellis, and how far do you think he can go?
Yeah, what are you seeing?
No, I mean, I think Ellis' skill set is amazing. I think he's got a good skill set, and I think he's yet to show that. I think he showed a bit of it in the boxer competition, where it was just a lot more relaxed, and he was just more confident in himself, more comfortable, like knowing it was like three-minute rounds. But I think in the Hosea fight, he kind of, started worrying about the wrong things in there and let the fight slip a bit, and then he kind of got himself together and knew that he had to, knock him out to win or possibly lose the fight if it goes the distance. So he showed, like he said, he had a dog in him. But in the gym, I see a good skill set, good defense. He's yet to show these things in the fight. I think he needs the right fight to kind of be able to feel comfortable and just start showing these things that I've seen in the gym. But in the gym, it's easy. There's no pressure. There's no lights. You're going in there to work on things and to bring on your skill set, and that's what he does in the gym. On the night, it's time to perform. So there's that little bit of pressure that probably takes that away from you and makes you just want to go in there and impress instead of just doing what you can do best. So we're yet to see his skill set, and I think when you guys see it, you'll appreciate it more.
I think so as well. Ellis, I announced you up there as the reigning, defending, undefeated WBO Euro. That must have sounded good,
it felt good. Simon was talking to me off camera though, so I couldn't hear all of it, but I can't wait to hear the full introduction tomorrow. Yeah, it will be nice.
How's this fight going to go?
Do you know what? He's not been stopped before. He obviously knows what he's doing. 17 wins. I feel like when I'm on point, though, to be honest, if I start landing, I don't know how it can go 10 rounds. If I land certain shots clean, head and body, either hand. I think it'll be a feeling out process. He's a bit of a boxer, I'm a bit of a boxer, so I don't think it'll be like a 1-round blowout. But I'm just anticipating a win, to be honest. Do you know what I mean?
There's a lot going on in the cruiserweight division right now, right?
Yeah.
A lot of Opataya came over to the UK, put on a great performance last week as well. Are you trying to make a bit of a statement to say, hey guys, you got Ellis Zorro here as well, and he's coming through?
Yes
and no, because at the moment I'm just focused on winning tomorrow in good fashion. I think if I win in good fashion tomorrow, that will do what you just said. Do you know what I mean? That will. But I feel like I kind of did that in my last fight. Yeah. Jose Burton had more of a bit of a name in our country than this guy here. Had achieved more, at a lighter weight. But so I think, statement last fight, statement this fight. I think people are recognising anyway. I think people know what it is.
I think they are too. Ellis, go and eat.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And best of luck to you.
Happy birthday.
I think we're gonna bring in a man in the biggest fight of his career, and he's gonna. I'll pick up the mic for you, Mr. Supermass, Masood Abdullah. How are you?
I'm good. Feeling good. Yeah.
You've just seen Mark Leach. Look, for me, I've been talking about this fight as two guys, Mark Leach and yourself, guys that nobody wants to fight. So you're fighting each other.
Yeah.
It's a tough fight, right?
Yes, a tough fight. I mean, it reminds me of the fight with you and Felix Cash. Someone is Felix Cash?
Yeah, don't remind me of that, but yeah, it's like,
Why does he drop that one on it?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
No, but it's like it's a fight that
Crossroads kind of thing, yeah.
Nobody wants to fight. Fuck
Yeah.
it. You just have to take that step and go for it.
No, 100%, definitely, you're right. And the winner moves on from this, and that's what you want. You want to come out victorious and
That's
move
it.
on from it.
Although I think you've moved on way more than he has.
Yeah, you can remind me about that.
That's what you can remind him about. Masood, why have you taken this fight, right? Because as I described it, no one really wants to fight him. He's been a little bit out in the cold, right, after the Liam Davis fight. You've brought him into the warm. You've given him this fight, this platform. Why?
Not to sound cocky and arrogant, no one wants to fight me either. So we've been going up and down the list of featherweights and even super featherweights. Nobody wants to accept the fight. Unfortunately, Mark Leach was the only person that said, "Right, I'll take the challenge. I'll take the step forward." And it's a good crossroad. Like I need a test like this. He needs to be active, 'cause otherwise, what's the point of boxing? But yeah, it's a good fight for both of us.
He's naturally, it feels like a smaller fighter. He's boxed at bantamweight. He's been a champion at bantamweight. This fight's at featherweight. Do you think that that's a bit of a key? Your size?
No, not really. I mean, his last fight, I think, I made super bantam last year. He made super bantam last year. So it's not like there's a world of difference between us two. We're relatively close to weight. It's just I wanted this fight at featherweight. We got it at featherweight.
And why do you win this fight?
Don't know. I guess my want to win is stronger than his.
Okay. All right. Look, what do you think about this fight?
I think it's a good fight. I think Mark Leach is a clean boxer. It's a southpaw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's southpaw. He kind of boxes off the back foot. And Mass, I've seen Mass in the gym.
Yeah.
Relentless.
Yeah,
Like, he's not going to let you breathe. He's going to be on you like a rash. So Mark's going to have to deal with that on Saturday. And we're just going to find out if he can deal with it or not. Obviously, in Mass's opinion, he probably can't. So he's going to just keep sticking it on him, putting it on him, throw shots. It's got an engine as well. We can do it from the first round to the last round. So I think that's a good asset he has in his game. And he's got a good punch selection. And he's just going to sit on him and, make him not be able to breathe and, try and feed himself out and try and be sneaky and stuff. So I think it's a good fight from us.
Thank you, Denzel. Masood, thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Big fight for
Appreciate
you.
it. Cheers.
Good luck to
Thank
you.
you, mate.
I'll take that mic off of you. It's Masood Abdullah. I think we've got a fail coming in.
Oh, yes.
We've got a fail coming in.
I think you get both of us
I
in
think
it,
we've got two fails coming in. Goodness me, I'm surrounded by failure. Success. Sorry, yeah, success. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you.
The guy that you're fighting, he's a decent operator. How did he shape up to you?
Yeah, look, he's going to be a tough test. He ain't just going to come in and suck up. He's going to have a go. The face up, I don't take too much from that. You don't take too much from that. It's in the ring that's really matters. So I'm looking to go out there tomorrow and make a statement, and again show the world what I can do.
How do you think the fight's going to go, Ben?
Carl all day. Look.
Come on.
Cheers. I think look, Carl's looked very good in the gym, very sharp, very strong. I think it's his best camp yet. It's his best. He's made weight yet. Every time we're improving by 1% every time. So it's the best he's looked, and I think Carl knockout tomorrow for sure.
I'm getting Charlo Twins vibes, right? Look, you're sort of like the UK's answer to the Charlo Twins. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we can be whatever we want to be. We're the fails, you know what I mean? But I'd like to think that we can do what they've done, if not better. Time will tell. We've got to keep improving, keep learning, keep fighting, keep winning, and we'll see.
And being in the Peacock Gym, Denzel, how are these boys looking?
They're looking good, man. I mean, I spar with them all the time, and anytime I got a southpaw, I ring up these two, and you see what I do. So that just says it all. I mean, these two are amazing. We've been sparring from like the beginning of my career, from before I even turned pro. So and we've all just improved, and we're just improving with each other. So they come with something new. Next time they come, I come with something new, and we're just always trying to figure each other out and make the spars worth it. But yeah, man, they're quality guys. I mean, they're champions in weight, and I think they'll be champions easily. I mean, they'll go through the stages, area titles, English titles, and even British titles, and then we have to see what they can do in the European and world scene, which I think they can conquer. But like he said, they got to work towards it and show it. And yeah, man, bring out the real, the fails and start twinning with the belts.
Start twinning it. What do you think people will be saying about Carl Fowl at the end of tomorrow night?
Wow.
Wow. Get him a title. That's what I think people say. Get this kid a title.
You want that, didn't you? After the last fight, you're like, come on, I want some belts now. I guess this is all part of the building.
That's it. I've got a job to do tomorrow. I've got to stay focused on that. It's important I perform tomorrow. I can't overlook him. But ultimately, I want to start pushing for titles. I want to start getting up on the bill. I want to start headlining. I want to be on shows with my brother, and all that will come down tomorrow and me performing tomorrow and showing everyone what I can do.
Best of luck to you, Carl. Best of luck to you, Ben, as well. I'm sure I'll keep confusing you guys. What is the actual... Well, you've got a beard today, haven't you? Is there anything else that separates you guys?
You have to... Dens, you know us now.
Can you actually tell them apart?
Tattoos is always
Easy.
a giveaway, innit?
Okay.
I can tell them now anyway, but tattoos.
The more you get to know us, the more you'll tell.
I'll get there. Yeah. Wonderful speaking to you, Mr. Carl Fowle.
Thank you.
Wonderful speaking to you. Ben Fowle, thank you.
Very much.
Let you crack on. Stay gassed. We're all gassed up. And Denzel Bentley, let me just get your thoughts on the main event as well. Ellis Zorro, he's your mate. It's his birthday today. I imagine you're invited to the party tomorrow.
Yeah.
Am I invited? He didn't.
You'll be introducing him tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I mean, your invitation's there.
If I give him a good one, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
But he feels like a cruiserweight. No, he's unbeaten, and maybe he's flying a little bit under the radar. But the Hosea Burton win just peaked it a little bit. He showed he's got power, carries it late into the rounds. This is consistency, right? This is getting another fight out quite quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see when he's out again.
That's the thing with this game. You got to stay consistent. You got to stay active. I mean, people that are inactive, they go under the radar. They go missing. They don't get to really polish their skill set. They don't get time to perform. So I think you always need to stay active. I mean, it's very important. But with Ellis, I think the sky's his limit, man. I know he's 31 now, but he's not. He's a fresh 31. He came into boxing late. He's probably under the radar a bit because of the way his career's gone. Didn't have an extensive amateur career, came up through the small hall show scene, and he's now getting his name out there. He's now picking up. I think no one really expected him to win the boxing competition. He won that easily. Come over here, had a good fight with Dex Bowman, and everyone thought, oh, how good is he? That was a real
Has he got
tough
the dog
fight.
in him?
Yeah, has he got the dog in him, and he had to pull up and show for that fight. Then he had Hosea Burton, where he was kind of letting the fight slip, and he had to just turn it up a little bit and get that knockout. So, I mean, he's showing himself. He's coming out there, and I think he's raising his profile with every fight. And listen, that last performance was explosive, so he's got something to keep up with. So he needs to look at that and be like, okay, I've got to put in another explosive performance. You can't just have a dull moment. And like he said to you, he's still got an underdog mentality. He's not thinking, oh, I've done it now, so it's a given. He's still working hard to try and achieve what he needs to achieve.
When do you ever lose the underdog mentality? All good champions, right? They always come out with this soundbite, oh, I train like I'm the underdog, I've got the underdog mentality. I guess when you lose it, it's when you lose. Right.
Yeah, but then it shows when you lose it, how do you come back? Do you still have that mentality? Some fighters lose it, and then their career's never the same. Some fighters lose and they come back and you're thinking, oh, he's turned that around, do you know what I mean? So it just depends on who you are and what your goals are. Once you've achieved your goals, it's hard to say, you know what, I want to keep doing this because I love it. I mean, you can love it as much as you want, but how hungry are you to kind of move forward? So you've always got to set yourself new goals. If your goal is to be a British champion and you've won that, set a new goal. Let's go European. You win that, set a new goal. And that's how you stay hungry, because you're setting yourself targets to hit. But, I mean, if you don't and you're satisfied with what you do, it's very hard to kind of be dedicated. I mean, it's easy to talk. It's easy to talk, like it's easy to say, yo, I've still got the underdog mentality. Anybody can say that. You got to show it. So I think Ellis is going to show that on Saturday.
So what about you? Let's just close up with a quick chat about yourself. It's now official. You are fighting Nathan Heaney. You're going to Manchester, but I'd imagine it's mainly going to sound like it's Stoke in there.
Yeah, might as well be in Stoke.
yeah. I mean, how do you feel about this one?
I mean, I feel excited. I'm excited for it. Sorry, there's just something hanging. My beard is just in my mouth. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm excited to box in front of the Stoke fans. I mean, I want to see how loud they can get, how loud they can boo. It's be a different environment. In that arena, I feel like the away fighter, which is cool. I've been an away fighter a few times, so that's nothing new to me. But it's interesting, man. I think it's going to be a good environment. The venue's going to be buzzing. It's going to be going off, and I want to see how I react to the away fans, and I'm looking forward to putting on an explosive performance. I mean, I'm training really hard for this fight. I train hard for all my fights, but it's the same mentality. I'm not gonna say I'm training any harder or any less hard. It's just, Martin don't give us a break. Like, we're in the gym all year round. It's not a camp by camp thing. So I've been in the gym from the top of the year, from January. I've been in the gym. After the fight with Kieran Smith, I was back in the gym because I was hoping to get out in the summer. So I ain't left the gym. So I'm in good shape, and I'm ready to do the rounds or knock him out.
Has he got anything that worries you?
His awkwardness. He might make it hard for him to find. I think he stands back quite a lot. His arms are quite in front. And he's taller than me, so he might make it hard for me to get inside. And but I guess I got to go in there and kind of find my reach and find my distance and you know, get my timing together and then start putting my shots together. So, yeah.
When we were talking about it the other day, we talked about how it could be a quick fight. So tell me a little bit more about that.
I mean, I got very good timing, so if he falls into something, I can clip him, just like my last fight. So I don't mean that I'm going to go in there and batter him in the first round. I mean, I've never expected that, but I mean, if you fall into something and I react, I could clip you, and I hit quite hard. So I mean, yeah, in that sense, it could be a quick fight. But other than that, I think it will be a good fight for as long as it lasts. I mean, yeah, we'll probably get to the second half of the fight before I start wearing him down. But listen, whatever it is, I'm ready, man. I'm ready for.
Okay, all right, Denzel Bentley, thank you so much for joining me. I guess we should probably fist bump.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me. You're like my co-commentator, co-pundit.
Yeah, I know you didn't give me the memo to this. I'm in gym clothes, but it's all good.
No,
you just dragged me out from the corner.
It's all right, we're all good. And remember, join us, 7 o'clock TNT Sports on Friday evening. Ellis Zorro, the unbeaten cruiserweight, defends his WBO European title against Luca D'Ortenzi. It's quite an interesting scrap, and there's some very good ones on the undercard as well, as you've just seen from the weigh-in today. We will see you tomorrow evening.
Performance from Chris Moore. Oh, good work again. He staggers back with that right hand, and I think the referee might stop it here. Here he goes again, landing big shots, and Barossa just